Aquarius, if you're reading these words right now, this is not a coincidence. This message was sent to you by the universe, and it arrived at the exact moment it was meant to. I am not a stranger, I am a voice of timeless wisdom, here to speak what so many others don't dare to say. But before anything else, I need one promise from you. Stay with me until the end, because what's about to be revealed may change the way you see your life and the way you see yourself. In the comments, write, I am ready to receive every good thing I deserve. I open my heart to the truth the universe is sending me. This is more than a sentence, it is an affirmation to the energy guiding your destiny. Aquarius, listen closely. This Wednesday, October 8th, will not be just another day. It marks a turning point in your journey of becoming. There is an energy that has surrounded you for a long time, showing up in your dreams in strange synchronicities, in the things you could not explain, and now that energy is finally waking up. You've been tired, you've doubted, you've felt empty, but deep within you've heard a whisper, something big is coming. And that whisper has never lied. What's coming is not just an opportunity, it is a push from the universe, a powerful wave uprooting old beliefs to make space for what you truly deserve. In the past months, you've moved through an energetic deadlock. Relationships cracked. Work became unstable. It even felt like the ground was shaking beneath your feet. But hear me well, that was not an ending, it was a cleansing. The universe has been removing what no longer fits, so you can finally receive what is yours. How many times have you given and received nothing in return? How many times have you stayed silent out of love, loyalty, or the fear of hurting someone? Your generosity has taught you hard lessons. But listen to me now, Aquarius, the time is near when life will return to you. I end Chinese letter. What you have poured out from your heart. Starting this Wednesday, October 8th, the wheel of destiny begins to turn in your favor. I see a door opening like a gust of wind shaking everything loose. You will notice clear signs, an unexpected message, a fated encounter, a strong signal from within. It will feel like something that had been sleeping suddenly awakens, bringing joy, justice, and recognition you've longed for. Aquarius, you have waited long enough. The waiting ends here. And there is a lesson about love and self-respect. When you stop chasing someone, love will come looking for you. Someone who once took you for granted may return, but this time you are not who you used to be. The power to choose is in your hands now. But be mindful, this is not the only presence approaching your path. There is a new energy nearby, someone different, sincere, radiant. Someone who isn't here to possess you, but to walk with you and lift you higher. They may be the gift the universe sends to remind you. Real love doesn't wound you, doesn't drain you, doesn't demand you shrink. It soothes you, heals you, and helps you rise. And above all, today's message goes beyond romance. Learn to draw boundaries. Nourish yourself, trust your intuition. That is the lesson the universe is handing you. When you become the best version of yourself, everything meant for you will come naturally. This Wednesday, October 8th, is a time of rebirth. A time to learn to love yourself first so you can love others more fully. Don't fear change. Don't fear beginnings. See this as a moment to lay the foundation for the life you truly deserve. There's a quiet miracle of abundance moving around you, Aquarius. Maybe you've been worried about money lately, about a project left unfinished, an investment you thought was lost, or an opportunity that slipped through your fingers. The universe is shifting. A turning point is approaching, and it's guiding you toward a life of sufficiency and freedom. Something unexpected is coming. Something you couldn't predict, but it will bring relief, a joy, and a sense of justice. And no, this isn't luck. It's the universe restoring balance, repaying every silent effort, every sleepless night, every tear no one saw. Nothing you went through was wasted. Every difficulty shaped your resilience, tempered your spirit, and prepared your heart for this very moment. This Wednesday, October 8th, marks the beginning of a new cycle. A cycle where you take back authorship of your destiny, where you no longer accept scraps or wait for permission to shine. From now on, you shine in your own way. Your energy becomes magnetic. You'll see it in how people look at you, and in how doors begin to open where walls once stood. Even those who doubted you will wonder how you've changed. But only you know the truth. You got here through faith and inner discipline. And that faith, Aquarius, is your greatest power. I can feel the energy of someone who once stood close to you, someone who hurt you or turned away when you needed them, now carrying quiet regret. But you are not here to punish or to save anyone. Let life rearrange itself. When it does, you will rise stronger than ever. Look at yourself now. You are not who you were. Your eyes hold wisdom and calm. Your steps carry intention and sovereignty. You finally understand. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. Self-love is your shield. True prosperity begins in inner peace. And even if jealousy or criticism still exists around you, do not envy cannot reach those who live in their own light. Keep moving forward. Keep trusting, because what's coming will be beautiful and completely unexpected. It will show you exactly why you had to walk through everything you did. This Wednesday, October 8th, is the beginning of something you didn't see coming. A miracle disguised as surprise. A victory that arrives when you least anticipate it. And when it happens, you will remember these words, because the universe has been signaling this all along. The obstacles that once exhausted you were actually preparation, sharpening your awareness, strengthening your intuition, training you to recognize guidance when it appears. You who once asked, "Why has it been so hard?" will finally understand. The universe was never punishing you. It was training you so it could lift you higher. There were blessings that couldn't reach you before because you weren't yet strong enough to carry them. But now you are. No fear, no doubt, no compromising who you are. In my vision, I see a rising motion, an energy awakening from your roots, stretching into your mind, like the earth itself opening to make room for your growth. This change will not be small. It signals a journey where every step you take will educate, will inspire, will ripple outward. This Wednesday, October 8th, is the threshold where you shift from worry to abundance, from enduring life to leading it. Honor yourself, keep learning, keep giving from a whole heart. The miracle you've been waiting for has already begun to rise within you. You're going to start feeling this in your everyday life. In the physical, the spiritual, even in the smallest thoughts. You'll wake up with a clearer mind. New ideas will rush in like fresh water. Things you never dared to imagine will suddenly make sense. And destiny will begin sending you a strange message. Not necessarily romantic, but powerful, higher, and meant to guide your path. It may come as a conversation, an unexpected message, a small gesture that lights the way. The person who carries it might be someone from the past or someone completely new. But they'll say something that makes you realize you were never wrong, never alone, and everything had a reason. Don't overlook the little signs, Aquarius, because even the smallest things have meaning. As the elders say, when the universe speaks softly, listen with your heart. When life becomes difficult, it's not because the universe has forgotten you. It's because it is clearing the ground to plant something greater. You've already walked through that clearing. You've cried quietly. You've felt alone. You've wondered if you had the strength to continue. And yet through all of it, your heart kept beating. Your hope kept burning, and that is why you could not give up. In love, the energy is shifting. If you're alone right now, it won't last. There is a powerful connection forming around you. And the most beautiful part is this: the universe doesn't want you to chase love anymore. It wants love to come to you. This time it will be different. A love that isn't rushed, that doesn't hide. A love born from the calm of someone finally finding themselves. If you already have someone in your life, your relationship will go through a deep transformation. What once felt dull will come alive again. What once hurt will begin to heal. And the healing won't arrive in shockwaves, but through patience, understanding, and soul-level conversation. Real love is not about holding on tight. It's about growing together. There is a clear spiritual calling on your path now. Your ancestors, your guides, your protectors. They are closer than ever. You might feel them in dreams, in flickers of light, in a familiar scent, or a small movement near you. Don't be afraid, Aquarius. These are signs. They are watching over you, clearing your path, shielding you from what is not meant for you. When doubt creeps in, sit still, breathe, listen within. The voices of your guides will tell you when to move, when to wait, and when to let go. This is a kind of education. Learning to listen to yourself, instead of chasing the noise outside. In the material world, change will become visible. Your income stabilizes. Opportunities to use your talents fully will appear. It may be a project, a business venture, a partnership, or a decision you've delayed. Don't be afraid. The door to prosperity is opening. And when you step forward, you'll see how everything flows. as if the universe has finally taken its place beside you. For so long, you tried not to bother anyone. You tried not to take up space. You were careful to the point of forgetting that humility does not mean hiding your light. Your light doesn't harm, it inspires. Anyone who feels threatened by it simply isn't ready to walk beside you in this new phase. So lift your head, walk with confidence. There is nothing stronger than an Aquarius who is balanced and aware of their power. Something special is also stirring within your home, your family. It might be reconciliation, a long-awaited conversation, or a quiet coming together you didn't expect. Old wounds are softening into understanding. The energy of October is dissolving tension, bringing peace to places once heavy. The universe wants harmony now, not conflict. Your intuition is waking up like never before. You'll start knowing things, sensing people's intentions even when they don't speak. This is not coincidence. It's your gift, your natural connection to the energy of the earth and sky. From now on, trust that inner voice. It is the compass that will guide you to success, in spirit and in the physical world. This Wednesday, October 8th, is the moment you stop hiding your light. You will learn to listen, to heal, to receive love and new opportunities. Every experience that once exhausted you is now part of the strength that carries you into the next chapter. A chapter where Aquarius leads and shines in their own name. Don't doubt or silence the voice within you. Your intuition is the most reliable compass you have. And while everything around you is shifting, something inside you is blooming too. A joy you thought was gone, a faith you thought had faded, is being reignited. This isn't just a passing feeling. This is rebirth. You can feel yourself dreaming again, sensing that something exists beyond old routines, beyond the weight you've carried for so long. This is the moment to breathe deeply. And remember, you deserve what is good. You deserve to receive without guilt. I can feel that the universe is going to place you before an important choice. It may not be easy, but it will be necessary. 2 paths, 2 offers, 2 directions. Both will move you forward, but only one will truly resonate with your soul. Don't rush, observe, listen to your body and your feelings, not just your logic. When the sign appears, you'll recognize it instantly. And once you choose, don't look back. Suddenly, everything around you will start to make sense. The delays, the stumbles, the losses, even the disappointments. They were all part of an invisible tapestry being revealed. Nothing was random, nothing was punishment, everything was a lesson. And you, Aquarius, have passed that lesson with wisdom and faith. The energy of Wednesday, October 8th, is the turning point you've unknowingly been waiting for. Something deep within your story is shifting, opening a stage filled with signs, people, and discoveries, guiding you to understand that you were never alone. Yes, the universe may go quiet at times, but it has never let go of you, Aquarius. In the moments you thought no one was listening, your guides, your ancestors, unseen forces were carrying you so you wouldn't fall. You have never been alone, not for a single moment. There is a powerful protective energy around you. Even when the world seems to collapse, something is still holding you upright. That strength comes from those who love you from beyond this realm, souls who completed their journey, but still watch over you. There is a presence walking beside you, someone gentle, someone caring from the other side. It might be a grandmother, a mother, or a loving figure who taught you how to endure. They speak through little things. A scent that appears for no reason. A song that plays when you think of them. A soft breeze across your cheek. It's their way of saying, I'm still here, don't be afraid, trust. This connection will grow stronger in the coming days, and it will make life feel meaningful again, because your soul can sense it's being guided. There's something else you should know. Your gifts are being awakened intensely. It may feel overwhelming at first. You'll notice more, your emotions will deepen, and what happens around you will affect you more strongly. Don't see it as a burden, Aquarius. See it as a gift. You're learning to hear what others can't. Your intuition is the truest compass, and it will lead you to what was made for you. In your work, your projects, something may feel paused, held back by an invisible force, but that stillness is not an obstacle, it's protection. Life hasn't allowed you to move forward because it wasn't the right path yet. Now, as the energy shifts, you'll find that what once seemed difficult becomes easier to open. A new agreement, a long-delayed offer, an idea you once set aside will start to make sense again. And this time, You won't walk into it alone. The right people, honorable people, are moving closer to walk with you. This is the moment for your greatest lesson, to trust yourself, to trust your intuition, to trust the invisible protection around you. As October 8th arrives, you'll begin to understand that every hardship in your past was preparation. Preparation for you to become stronger, clearer, and more sensitive to the signs life has always been sending. This Wednesday, October 8th, is the moment you stop doubting yourself. The moment you stop dimming your light. It's when you begin listening, leading, and standing in your own presence. You are not alone. You have never been alone. Ahead of you are opportunities that match your soul, where your intuition becomes the compass, and prosperity is the reward. Some people come into your life because they admire you. Others arrive because they can feel the pull of your energy. But all of them, in one way or another, are pieces of the stability you've been building toward. And speaking of quiet admiration, there are eyes watching you now. Aquarius, someone is observing you from a respectful distance. Curious, drawn in, but not yet brave enough to come closer. Their energy already lingers around you. You may notice it in the way someone holds your gaze a little longer, in shy gestures, in short messages that say far more than they appear to. This person feels peace near you and a different kind of fire, but they worry they are not enough to stand beside you, because your frequency is high, and not everyone knows how to reach that level. This is why the universe asks for your patience, not because love won't come, but because the love meant for you is being prepared with intention. This connection is not a repeat of the past. It will be born from respect and genuine connection. It may take time to form, but once it arrives, you won't question it. There's also a deeper truth in this reading. Prosperity isn't only about money or success. Prosperity is waking up with peace, doing what you do with a sense of purpose, and being grateful for the day ahead. This kind of abundance is coming to you in ways you haven't imagined. A small habit shift, a new connection, a step that seems insignificant but becomes the start of something bigger. The universe is rearranging your path so that nothing is missing anymore. You didn't get here by accident. You got here because you didn't give up, because you continued believing when others stopped. Life wants to return everything to you, even more than before. Remember, your life doesn't ask you to struggle. It asks you to believe. And in this moment, listen to yourself. There's a quiet longing inside you, an old dream you haven't spoken aloud. Maybe it's a project, a trip, a personal goal. The universe has already heard it. Take quiet action and it will unfold at the perfect time. Not earlier, not later. That will be one of the clearest signs that you are walking in alignment with destiny. In the days ahead, coincidences will multiply. People from the past may reappear. Opportunities will intersect. Messages will arrive at the exact moment you need them. Nothing will be random. Everything will have purpose, even if you only understand it later. When you look back, you'll see how perfectly things aligned, even during the confusion. This is how life teaches. First it startles you, then it shapes you, then it rewards you. Your heart begins to open again, no longer afraid of feeling, no longer afraid of loss. You've learned something powerful. What leaves was never meant to stay, and what arrives with intention. This emotional maturity will change how you experience love, friendship, relationships of all kinds with more calm and more clarity. You will attract people who support you, who inspire you, who see you without judgment. That is the reward for a soul that has learned to love itself first. And within all the shifting and all the signs, something deep is awakening in you, a peace you haven't felt in a long time, a peace that doesn't come from people or circumstances, but from the simple knowing that you're finally moving in the right direction. That peace is your greatest victory, Aquarius. When your soul is balanced, everything else follows. Little by little, the days begin to change shape. The energy softens, doors open, and life starts smiling at you. More gently, more sweetly, more rightly than before. That sweetness will restore your hope. This Wednesday, October 8th, you step into a new chapter, not just drawing love and opportunity, but building peace within yourself. When you are balanced and trusting, everything meant for you will arrive on its own. You'll begin to notice the days ahead feeling warmer, lighter, clearer. The air softens. Even the morning light greets you differently, as if the dawn itself is whispering. The heaviest parts are already behind you. That is the sign of a blessed phase beginning. The universe is clearing the path for you. and you, with your faith and persistence, are finally ready to walk through. Aquarius, when a heart has endured pain and still refuses to lose faith, heaven does not forget. So don't be afraid to dream again. Don't be afraid to love again. Don't close the door to what is new. Life wants you whole, and you deserve it, because you kept going even when you were hurting the most. If you're reading these words today with a heavy heart, trying to believe that something good is on its way, breathe in deeply and gently release what you're holding. This Wednesday, October 8th, is not just another day. It is the beginning of a new chapter in your destiny. A chapter without tears of helplessness, but tears of gratitude. This is where love won't break you, it will heal you. Where money won't leak away, will be drawn to you. Where silence will no longer wound you, because you've learned how to listen to yourself. Your energy has been cleansed, your frequency has risen. Aquarius, you are fertile ground now, a place where hope begins to bloom again. Everything you touch will carry calm, inspiration, and unspoken faith. And even if others believe your luck changed overnight, you and I both know it wasn't luck, it was faith. It was the harvest of years of quiet planting, believing even when nothing guaranteed the outcome. Don't forget your mission, to bring beauty, stability, and love into the world. Every word you speak, every action you take, leaves a mark. You matter far more than you think. And if life shakes again one day, remind yourself, I am guided, I am protected. The universe is moving for me, not against me. Hold yourself the way you would receive the warm arms of someone who loves you, and hear these words as if spoken by a gentle grandfather at your side. From Wednesday, October 8th onward, everything that comes to you will carry a wise purpose, and your heart will recognize it, exactly when it needs to. Aquarius, I am still walking beside you, because what's opening ahead requires presence and calm. You don't need to force or chase anything. Just allow the current to carry you to the bend in the road that has already been marked for you. In your field of energy, I can already see the movement, soft at first, then stronger, like an invisible gate opening from within. Your breathing will deepen, your shoulders will loosen, your eyes will look ahead without fear. And if doubt visits you for a moment, remember, the universe is never late. What belongs to you will find you, the moment you are peaceful enough to receive it. This Wednesday, October 8th, is not a lightning strike that flashes and disappears. It is the sunrise of a new season. It doesn't erase your past, it embraces it. The harshest pieces of your story will begin to weave themselves into understanding. What once looked like loss will reveal itself as protection. What felt like delay will make perfect sense in hindsight. And then the signs will arrive one after another. A passing comment that suddenly illuminates you. A meeting you thought could never happen. A silence that no longer hurts, but becomes a resting place. In my intuition, I hear a clear echo. When you choose peace, life chooses you. When you honor yourself, the right door appears. In love, the tide is rising gently. The energy of someone who once underestimated you is being stirred. Their mind is circling back to you. Their pride is wavering. Their heart is torn between stepping forward and staying silent. But this time, from the new ground you stand on, you are not chasing, you are observing with calm. You understand now that true loyalty begins with yourself. Your soul no longer trades itself to avoid loss. If that person returns, they will meet a different you, clear boundaries, firm priorities, intact gentleness, and dignity as your strongest shield. At the same time, I feel another presence, a pure energy watching you with admiration, quiet, steady, sincere, as if they see a home in you. This is not a choice made from fear, but a connection that carries truth in its breath. Your reading repeats this one message again and again. The love that is worthy of you is coming, and it will never require you to shrink to receive it. When it comes to the physical world, your good fortune isn't a passing spark. It's the result of countless days of persistence. The relief you feel now isn't random reward, it's repayment. It may show up as a contract finally being signed, a door you thought was closed suddenly opening, or an answer arriving at the exact moment you need it. You'll notice unfinished matters resolving, important conversations happening right on time, and opportunities forming just when you stop trying to control every detail. Your role is to stay confident, not by forcing outcomes, but by moving with gratitude and clarity. This isn't luck, it's divine justice, not coincidence, but sowing and reaping. Within your family, your inner circle, I sense a light rising. A conversation once thought impossible becomes tangible. A closeness that once felt out of reach suddenly becomes possible, without blame, without forcing. Sometimes the simple presence of truth is enough to dissolve misunderstanding. You no longer speak from old wounds, you speak from understanding, and that tone changes everything. Knots begin to loosen because you've realized everyone has their own path, and yours is to walk your own. Compassion no longer means exhausting sacrifice. It becomes wisdom and healthy boundaries. Spiritually, you're growing closer to your guides. A passing scent, a familiar melody, a sudden glimmer of light. These are the ways they remind you you're not alone. If one afternoon your heart feels strangely stirred, or one morning you wake with a calm knowing, understand they are knocking within you. Yes, your sensitivity is increasing. At times it can tire you, but it also teaches you to rest, to say not now, and to keep your own rhythm. Your peace will be protected by simple practices, intentional breathing, clearing your space, caring for your sleep, and feeding your mind with kinder words, and because of that, the big decisions will grow clearer. You can still see two possible paths ahead. One is familiar. It offers surface-level safety but keeps you confined. The other opens into new horizons. It doesn't make loud promises. It doesn't push, but it brings a deep peace to your body. Truth is recognized by the body, long before the mind catches up. If thinking about a choice makes your breath soften, your chest expand, and your essence remain intact, that is your path. Choosing it won't distance you from others. It will bring you closer to yourself. Socially, your magnetism is growing brighter. You'll notice eyes watching, questions seeking you, doors opening more easily. Some will wonder where this new clarity comes from, but you know it comes from faith and the quiet work you've done within. Others may doubt. That's fine. You're not here to convince anyone. Your task is to stand firm in what you now understand. Envy cannot touch someone walking in their light. Criticism cannot wound a heart anchored in truth. A project you thought was left behind may return in a new form, with the right allies at the right rhythm. An idea that once faded may come back to life, this time with support, timing, and alignment. Pieces will begin connecting naturally. A key person will appear at the right moment. One precise sentence may save you weeks of confusion. But remember, humility and steadiness are your ground. The energy that sustains you does not need praise, it needs consistency. With every step you take, ask yourself if your action honors the peace you're building. If the answer is yes, keep going. If tension or urgency rises in your body, pause and listen. Sometimes a single small adjustment is enough to return the flow to its natural course. In love, your heart no longer needs proof. It sees truth. That's why if the past knocks on your door again, it will only be allowed in without disguise. You're no longer moved by promises without action. What touches you now is presence, a caring gesture, listening without judgment. And if a new, calm, resonant presence appears in your life, you won't need to explain your peace, because peace is not the absence of passion. It is fire under guidance, not a blaze that consumes, but a flame that warms. Your past lessons have taught you to respect the pace of growth, not forcing what needs time to bloom. This time you know how to hold it. Your intuition has sharpened. You'll naturally step away from conversations that no longer align. Say no when necessary. Choose yes when your soul calls. And every time you say the right no, a truer yes opens on its own. This is how life is rearranging itself within you. You're learning to say no to what drains you, and yes to what nourishes you. To say no to the repetition of old wounds, and yes to the truth that's forming within you. In the signs I see, this rhythm repeats, like the heartbeat of a rebirth. Even the landscape of your everyday habits is changing. Where there was once chaos, order begins to appear. Where there was excess, gentle balance emerges. Where things were rigid, softness begins to rise. Life doesn't change overnight, but the way you live is changing, and that will change everything. The peace you're building no longer depends on perfect conditions. It comes from consistently choosing what honors your soul. And because of that, even difficult days no longer knock you down the way they used to. You have a place inside yourself to return to. A place to begin again at any time. I also sense the presence of someone carrying heavy guilt. The regret I mentioned before isn't a performance. It's a lesson that has become a burden for the one who stayed behind. You see the pain you went through, but this time you don't judge it. You understand that everyone learns their lesson when it's time. Your role is not to rescue, but to protect your own peace. If a reunion happens, let it unfold without revenge, without proving anything, without emotional debt. And if you choose not to reopen that door, close it gently, as if telling yourself, I will not return to the place that broke me. That tenderness toward yourself is part of your new strength. From this inner shift, your finances will begin to change too. You'll notice it through clear signs, a smoother money conversation, more stable numbers, payments arriving on time, a spending choice that doesn't drain you. You'll start to understand that your worth is no longer measured by money, but by the peace you carry when you work, when you decide, when you choose how to live. And this internal transformation over time will become an outer reality that cannot be ignored. What you once had to struggle for will begin to find you because you've stepped into the frequency of what truly belongs to you. And even when relief arrives unexpectedly, you'll receive it with humility, gratitude, and wisdom. What you gain from stillness will be enjoyed without the fear of losing it. If you've had trouble sleeping lately, or if your emotions have been rising and falling, you'll begin to feel the tide calming, not because life has stopped testing you, but because a new inner space has opened, and the waves can no longer knock you down like before. Along with it, the old need to control everything begins to loosen. Do you believe in yourself yet? That hunger to be validated is dissolving. You're starting to choose yourself without feeling guilty for it. Where you once stayed silent about your feelings, there is now calm expression. Now you know how to speak without hurting yourself or anyone else. With that maturity, your voice becomes a shelter, warm, steady, real. And because of that, fair and genuine people will come to you, not for convenience, but for resonance. You will notice the difference. True resonance respects timing. It doesn't push. It listens, responds, and builds. From here, your projects will grow without manipulation or burnout. Some people may try to climb into your boat without rowing, but you will know how to place everything where it belongs. You can support others without emptying yourself. You can give without abandoning your own energy. This balance will soon feel as natural to you as breathing. And I still see it clearly. A message is moving toward you. A conversation, a piece of news, or maybe just a small gesture. It won't arrive to pressure you, but to illuminate. It won't force you to change. It will confirm what you've quietly known all along. It comes as a reminder you were not wrong for keeping your faith, even when the world around you looked dim. You'll know it's a true sign because the moment it reaches you, your chest will soften. That calm, that quiet drop of peace, is the seal of truth. As October unfolds, making peace with the broken pieces of your past will become easier. You won't need to justify anything to anyone, nor deny what once hurt. You'll simply acknowledge what happened and choose what you wish to carry forward. And in that silent, powerful act, a door that kept you trapped for so long will quietly open. You no longer have to remind yourself, I am worthy of love. You know it the way you know how to breathe. You understand now. Love is not something you purchase, nor a competition to prove your value. That quiet certainty, without performance or fear, makes you a place others want to rest. But more importantly, a place you want to rest within yourself, and your body will begin to speak a new language. It will want to move more gently, eat what brings it joy, sleep during the hours that feel pure and clear. Listen to it as an act of gratitude, because this body has fought beside you in silence, stood upright when your mind thought it would collapse, cried with you when no one could see. Now it deserves to rest. In the peace you're finally building, this kind of tangible care is a form of spirituality too. In the realm of goals, it becomes a sweet clarity. You don't need everything at once. One right step is worth more than 10 frantic ones. What used to be urgency is turning into peaceful planning. And strangely, when you stop rushing time, time begins to bend in your favor. Answers arrive sooner, meetings align perfectly. Life's rhythm starts moving with you instead of against you. The protective presence from the unseen is still with you if one doubtful morning, a warm breeze touches your face, if a sentence in a book glows at you, like someone underlined it for you, if a memory brushes your heart, like a hug from far away. Know this is them saying, keep going, you are not alone, you have always been supported. And now, finally, you are able to believe it without resistance. Your gifts are awakening. alongside a brighter sense of responsibility. The magnetism you carry now is not to prove anything, but to contribute. Wherever you go, leave the space a little lighter, the words a little kinder, the silence a little clearer, not to please anyone, but because that is your nature, to cast light where there was once shadow. And if a day arrives that doesn't go your way, breathe and return to yourself. Remember, what belongs to you is never something you must fight to keep. You only have to stay steady. Everything meant for you is waiting just beyond one simple gesture of trust. And now, as you stand before what looks like a fork in the road, don't forget, life isn't dividing you from your path. It's inviting you deeper into it. If you've had the habit of looking back, let it go. What you need is no longer behind you. If you catch yourself feeling impatient or tempted to boast, release it. What is yours will not leave you. The new maturity within you is a quiet compass. Listen to it if something feels twisted, forced. It doesn't belong. If something helps you grow without breaking you, that's what stays. And if a shadow of fear shows up, right when things begin to improve, remember that's normal. After long years of difficulty, the soul sometimes needs time to believe peace is real. Don't resist it. Give your heart time to get used to calm. Soon that peace will become your natural state. From there, love, work, relationships, and money will no longer be about survival, but about creation. In the meantime, hold your faith through simple gestures. Give thanks when you wake. Give thanks when you rest. Notice small coincidences. Don't force, don't pull anyone down. Be gentle with the words you speak about yourself and the words you speak to yourself. Because within the tiny threads of everyday life, the invisible fabric of something beautiful is already being woven. In the signals I see, that fabric is nearly complete, and this October it will be laid upon your shoulders for you to wear with calm pride. In love, if you feel a door opening today, step through freely, with no old debts, no pretending, no urge to pay in advance for something you never demanded. Real love doesn't send you an invoice, it arrives as presence. And yes, when you look into someone's eyes and they meet yours without fear, you will know you are exactly where you're meant to be. You won't need to run once you've arrived home. And yes, you may see the commitment, the promise, the confirmation you once thought was impossible begin to take form. Don't be afraid to show your work, your voice, your creations. Where you once stayed silent, now you can speak with clarity and gentleness. Where you once felt small, now you know you are enough. That subtle difference is the key that opens doors you no longer have to push. The quiet respect you've begun giving yourself will become a mirror, and others, when they look at you, will learn how to treat you. As the days pass, a final confirmation will arrive. What you thought was gone forever will return as a part of you, a deeper, wiser version. It might be a simple joy, a good habit you reclaim, a dream that comes back without regret. And when it does, do not blame yourself for the timing. Everything arrives when it is meant to. And if there are long silences, they are there to help you listen more deeply. This Wednesday, October 8th, will be the anchor that lets you close with gratitude and open with awareness. You don't need rituals or ceremony, just presence, just breathe, just the weight of your feet on the earth. Greet the day with open eyes. And if it speaks to you, quietly affirm from the heart, I am here, I am alive, I am at peace, I trust. A soul-born affirmation is enough. From here on, your story will no longer be written from scarcity, but from the clear abundance of someone who knows their worth. If the past calls to you, let it meet a doorway of light within you. If the future arrives, may it feel the calm confidence in you. This moment, Aquarius, is where life places the miracle in your hands, and you, with open arms, will know how to receive it. And before I leave you, in the fertile silence you deserve, hear this last guidance. When energy begins to move in your favor, do not hide, do not apologize for being here, do not ask for permission to shine. Your light shines by its nature. It doesn't compete, it inspires. Your faith doesn't exclude, it gathers. So step by step, everything promised to you, in the gentle language of signs, will become real. If these words have sparked the certainty you needed, if you feel your soul align with this path, I invite you to make one simple gesture. As we close this reading, leave a sign of your presence, a word of affirmation, a note of gratitude, so that we may continue to walk together under the guidance of faith, clarity, and blessing.